The highly requested video is finally here. It's been a minute, guys. I am traveling at the moment. I'm actually back in the United States. I'm in Arizona right now. It's really crazy being here, and it's just like I went to Filibertos the other day, and like the prices for one single taco is $5, and I remember it was like $1.99. So this is super insane compared to Southeast Asia, like North Korea, Japan, and all the other countries I can't think of right now. I'm seeing all these jacked up prices. Like this would be a separate video. I'm gonna do like a walking video probably later here and there. But back to the main video. When it comes to rated battlegrounds, the format style is 10 versus 10, and it goes from anywhere from AB to Warsong Gulch. It depends on the developers or if they're gonna branch out, but it's just best to keep it Arathi Basin and Warsong Gulch. So right off the bat, we're gonna start off with Warrior because I play Warrior class, and you already know, seeing the Fury Warrior. This is D tier. This is bottom tier. This is trash. This is gonna do absolutely nothing, which is super sad. Next one is the Gladiator Warrior. I'm gonna actually bring this into the S tier class. When the Gladiator reses, it's gonna be able to keep spinning the flag over and over again, waiting for their teammates to resurrect. So this is a really good spin flag, and also if someone needs to run capture the flag in Warsong Gulch, Gladiator Warriors are going to be pretty good. Arms Warriors, I'm going to put into the A tier. They're going to be very strong in damage and utility and adding pressure, especially for Arms Warriors that are going to be put in the offensive team to invade notes and spaces. They'll add very strong damage and pressure. The reason why they're in the A tier is that they don't have that super crazy CC mobility as the Gladiator Warrior does. It has more CC utility, especially you can sit on a healer and just silence them, stun them, and all that stuff. Especially it can spin the flag. So for rated battlegrounds, for the best class for the warrior class is going to be Gladiator. They're going to be very strong in rated battlegrounds. So now we're doing druids. You guys already know boom chems are going to be super broken. They're going to have cyclone, and pair that with like a warlock with fear casting right behind it. That's going to be very broken. They do really good strong AOE damage. They have really good CC. They just hit super hard on single target as well. Like these guys are just super busted at the moment. They're just too strong. Feral Druids, I'm actually going to put in the B tier. They could be good for running CTF, and they have that mobility where they can focus on capturing the flag. But this is going to be rated battlegrounds. So with rated battlegrounds, it's going to be a different scenario. So actually, in hindsight, feral druids are actually going to get shut down, even if they try to, capture the flag, or they're trying to go to different nodes in Arathi Basin to capture bases. These guys are not going to do that well. In normal battlegrounds, their shenanigans will work, but in a rated battlegrounds, that's not going to work. Feral Druid tank is literally just a waste of space. It's going to be put in the D tier. They're just not going to be very strong in rated battlegrounds. It's going to be shut down. They're just a waste of space. And they're going to be very good at spinning the flag, maybe running capture the flag, but in the end of the day, that can just get all shut down pretty easy in rated battlegrounds. Rest of druids are going to be very good in battlegrounds. I'm actually kind of conflicted between broken and S tier, so we're just going to put them on S tier plus for their healing. Their healing is going to be super giga insane, especially put into designated groups, and they'll be able to have more macro control and all their add-ons that they use. They're going to be very strong when it comes to healing. Now to the hunters, beast mastery. That's going to be put in the A tier. They're just going to be good with a little bit of control and damage, right behind the arms warrior. They're going to have that good pressure, but they're not going to be that strong. Marksman is going to be very strong, um, especially if they're put into a group on offensive, chasing down bases. These guys are just gonna, snipe and just do a lot of single target, and especially they could just focus on the healer all day. That's gonna be put a lot of pressure on the healer, and the healer is gonna really feel it. So it's gonna stress the healer out. So marksman is gonna be very good for that. Survival hunter, It's in the same scenario as a Feral Druid. They're not going to really pop off as much. They'll have some CC with their trap combo and their melee damage a little bit, but survival hunters are not going to do so great. Um, there's nothing wrong with having them on their team for Rated Battlegrounds, same with the Feral Druid, but they're going to definitely underperform. Arcane Mages, I still have not seen an Arcane Mage really pop off and do good at all. I'm just going to put them in the C tier. As before on the other video, these are just my personal opinions, and this is a full range of free speech. We can disagree and agree, but I have still not seen a Arcane Mage pop off. Next is the Fire Mage. They're going to do okay. I'm going to put them in the A tier. They just don't have that same CC and speed control as a Frost Mage. Next is a Frost Mage. It's actually between broken and S tier, so we're just going to put it in S tier plus, a little bit higher than the rest of our Druids. Frost Mages just have that speed, mobility, control, and they're really going to just focus on CC and slowing people down in a fight, and especially in a group fight. They're going to be very deadly and nasty to deal with. Holy Paladins are going to be super busted and Rated Battlegrounds, so expect a lot of Holy Paladins. Their healing is super OP, and they're just way too strong. Next is Protection Paladin. As you guys already know, these guys are super busted, best of the best. They're going to be the most top tier ranked one and broken. And I've been keeping my eyes on the Discord. I've been looking, I've been asking. It looks like no changes to PvP are coming in soon. So unfortunately, it is what it is right now. Proc Paladins are super busted at the moment, and expect them to just really take reign and just destroy everybody. But yeah, do expect some teams to do like 8 Paladins and like 2 healers or something crazy shenanigans like that. A full team of Paladins. Um, yeah, I have a really strong feeling that that's really gonna fucking happen. So, good luck with that. So yeah, they're definitely S tier broken. Rep Paladins are super broken with their damage and control and mobility. In the other video, the Rep Paladins were super broken, but we're actually going to move them down to S tier plus because they don't have that super CC control. They just have that crazy output mobility and that crazy output damage. So that's where we're putting Rep Paladins at. So next are the Priests. Discipline Priest is actually going to perform right behind Resto Druids. They're going to be very strong in the format. So see a lot of Discipline Priests do pretty good, and especially if they do mind control during a group fight. Really good Discipline Priests will definitely show their skills. Holy Priests are just going to be really bad in Rated Battlegrounds, so we're going to put them in D tier. Next is the Shadow Priests. They are going to be super busted and broken and Battlegrounds. They're going to have the CC control. Their fear bombs are very strong. I don't know if they have a glyphs or something that has a higher cooldown for them to use that fear bomb a lot, but it seems like they're able to do like this crazy CC combo chain, and their damage is super ridiculous. Usually, all 90% of Shadow Priests are spec'd into the tentacle of the old gods. For you new players that do not understand this, it's one of the abilities that it's an ability that comes from Wildcard. It is that it spawns a lot of tentacles on the field, and they do their own dot damage, and it's literally having spawning a tentacle pet basically, and they're doing free range damage, and it gets out of control quickly. So definitely see Shadow Priest do god tier damage. Assassination Rogues. You'd be surprised, but they are super busted and broken. There's a guy out there right now that just walks into everybody and he's just one-shotting and killing everybody with his little assassination combo. I don't know how he's doing it, but yeah, this assassination rogue is super insane. And to be honest with you, when it comes to rogues and tier list, it actually fluctuates because it all comes from player skill. A bad assassination rogue will actually be put down here in the D tier. So that's the really hard thing about doing a tier list with rogues. It really all comes down to the player because it's a player skill character. Combat rogues, I'm gonna put them in the B tier. It's the same thing with the feral druid. They have the utility and the mobility, but I don't think they're gonna be popping off so good in rated battlegrounds. An arena, they're definitely an S tier, but in rated battlegrounds, they're not going to do so well. Next is the sub rogue. They're going to do pretty good right next to the fire mage. They're going to have that utility and kind of the control during a group fight. So they're going to be pretty good in rated battlegrounds. And next are the shamans. As you already know, they're super busted. Elemental shamans have that one shot hit combo thing still going on. They're super busted, so they're definitely right next to the boomkins. Enhancement shamans, they're very nasty. I'm gonna put them right next to elemental. Resto shamans, you know what? I haven't really seen them do so well, so I'm gonna actually put them in A tier for their healing. I'll reconsider that because in a group fight, they will actually be good with their totems if the person knows how to use their totems correctly for the group. So I'll put them in the minus S tier for their healing for Resto Shamans. And for the very last, the most broken classes in this game right now are the Warlocks. All the Warlocks are performing just as good as the Protection Paladin. I mean, Demo Lock is super strong, Affliction Lock's even stronger, and especially Destruction Lock is way out of control. I mean, these Warlocks are so busted, it's so insane. Like, I feel like sometimes I want to re-roll into Warlock just to have fun, but I'm having so much fun with my Arms Warrior, the way that I'm playing it, because I'm playing it in a whole different style, and I'm enjoying, the class that I'm playing as an Arms Warrior. So, what's Arms Warrior and a Fury Warrior combined as a one? It's an execute style character. It does a lot of shenanigans. But yeah, this is my rated battlegrounds tier list. If you agree or you disagree with this tier list, please leave a comment below. And I appreciate all the feedback from last time. You guys been messaging me in game too that my tier list has been spot on, and I'm just grateful that I can just accurately predict the best that I can as the way I see fit. And I've been looking at the Discord even on my travels that I have not seen any changes. If there's changes that I missed on like things that they're going to nerf, please let me know in the comments below. That's all I have to say today, and you guys have a good day.